Mikey, one of his friends was having a birthday party, and once again, the buildup was like, oh, these smart girls are coming, blah, blah, blah. But when we came, we had a bad time because Max had on yellow pants.
They're great.
And I made fun of him for that. He got really upset and left. I finished my finals, end of the year party, and I was trying to get my guy friends to come, and they were like, no, we don't want to come. We're too cheap. They came. I lost my phone. Which that's a long story in and of itself. Some guy from my law school was really drunk and kind of hitting on me, so I said, Max, pretend to be my boyfriend. And so we were dancing. And long story short, I didn't have a phone. I was not able to contact him. And then you emailed me, right? You emailed me?
Yeah.
I didn't think he was going to email me because basically.
Told you I did it.
Well, yeah, that's when we started dating.
Yeah.
And
I just, I kind of, told the abridged story of the last trip I was at. I was telling a bunch of guys, they were like, how did you meet your fiance? And I was like, I told them a very, very great story. And then they were like, wow, you faked like her boyfriend. And now 5 years later, like 4 or 5 years later, you're engaged. It's like interesting.
You're like, good story. So he got me a trip to Charlotte for Christmas. So I kind of had an idea, and they were like, no, it's pre-birthday stuff. I'm like, no, it's not. Something's going on. What's going on? We go to dinner, and before we sit down, he's like, oh, there's a fire pit outside. Did you guys see this fire pit? I'm like, yeah, wait, what fire pit? What? And before I know it, he opens up his phone. He has created a website, and he goes through the story of our relationship, like with pictures, and he had a whole story. Got on one knee while my 2 best friends are like filming from the sides. And I think I said, yeah, I was just like, oh, and I was crying, and there was lots of tears, and I was surprised. I was.
I think it's funny that was the hardest time, like a normal relationship, but distance. And then a lot of people have problems when, like, cause I'm an entrepreneur, like a technology entrepreneur. And like doing that in a relationship, a lot of people have problems with that, but like that's probably been the best part of our relationship. I think there's a lot more stress, like a lot of stress, like is relieved.
A lot of uncertainty.
I think I've learned to talk a lot more and explain things going on, because I have to do it for my business too. So.
Underneath everything, we have a friendship, which is what we built our relationship upon.
Yeah.
So that's fun. Oh, I was gonna say, we keep it fresh. Like, so we'll try to make sure we do new things and try new things, and we're like growing together. We're trying to progress together, and that helps because we're building together. He's a better person every day. I'm a better person. Your business is growing. My business is growing. We're just trying to grow as a couple.
What I love most about Steph is, first of all, she lets me be me, and she makes sure that I'm me as much as possible. And how, she makes sure that if I'm doing something that's out of character for myself, she calls me back and brings me back to who I am. It's like she knows me better than me sometimes, and I think that's very helpful for me, especially in like a very chaotic time. She keeps everything in line for me.
I think he makes me laugh every single day. I think it's like we have so much fun together, and that's really, really important to me. Like making sure we have a good foundation, making sure we're still having fun. When everything else is gone, the money, the good looks, and all that, we'll still be having fun. Like,
so I just gave a bunch of guys some advice. Don't worry about looks. Worry about like who the person is, and if you can become friends with them, and they're there to support you and help you out. That's the person you really need. And I think guys get focus on like the optics of everything, but they don't realize that partnership that you're creating is what you really need.
Like, you have to have your own life. You have to have your own goals, your own dreams, and that shouldn't stop whether you're in a relationship or you're not in one. It's very attractive when you have your own stuff. You have your own passions, and there are things that can make you happy besides another person. That's probably one of the most attractive things about people that people are attracted to you for. So my advice is to cultivate a life of your own. Make sure you have your own goals, dreams, passions, and you follow them. And in the process, bring someone along that's on board for the ride, and also make sure that you stay on your purpose and you don't just take on theirs. I think that's that's key, because people are looking for someone else to complete them or to give them a dream or a goal. You have to have that for yourself.